Good evening, everyone from Washington. My name's Reece Smyth, and I'm the Director of Science and Technology Cooperation in the Department of State. Today, I want to talk to you about our role in projects like the ILC. You know, hearing from our good friends at NSF and DOE, who are great partners with us. We are not a scientific agency like them, but we play a different role. We have relationships with the countries that we want to partner with, so it's very much a collaboration. Working very closely with both NSF and DOE and other parts of the government. It's so good to be talking to you folks at Stanford because last year I spent a year at the Hoover Institution exploring the intersection of science, technology, and foreign policy. And I really feel like this is the big challenge that is going to be facing the United States in the 21st century. So let me tell you a little bit about where I work. I'm in the Bureau of Oceans, International Environment, and Scientific Affairs, OES. And it was given this mandate of promoting US interest in science in 1974, but we have a longer history playing a role in the field of major physics research facilities by several decades. In fact, 1950, the State Department authorized Nobel Physics laureate Dr. Isidore Rabi to advocate for the creation of a European regional laboratories modeled on the US national labs. At the US mission to UNESCO, Dr. Rabi laid the groundwork for what would later become known as CERN. Fast forward to 1980, Dr. Charles Newstead of my bureau, OES, advocated for the inclusion of nuclear fusion as a tool of civil nuclear cooperation during President Reagan's meeting with General Secretary Gorbachev. This led to the development of ITER fusion project in France. In both instances, the department was motivated by the recognition that when physics is placed in the wrong hands, its practitioners are capable of great evil beyond imagination and altering the international landscape. But at its best, physics is capable of unleashing transformation and innovation that has the ability to improve the way we live and work, whether it be through GPS, MRI technology, or the internet and World Wide Web. The efforts of the international physics community are nothing short of extraordinary. Your community is one of the most thoroughly internationalized in the scientific community in the world. Your commitment to producing new knowledge and disseminating that knowledge far and wide is a model that other disciplines strive to achieve. In fact, it is not uncommon for us to hear other efforts like the Atlantic Ocean Research Alliance refer themselves as the CERN of the sea. So we pay very close attention to the prioritization efforts of the US physics community. We strive to ensure the necessary supports exist for the community to expand its peaceful exploration of the mysteries of the universe. In 2014, your community produced an update to the Particle Physics Project Prioritization Panel report, or the P5. P5 created a list of major projects where the US physics community should put their efforts to advance US leadership. All of the priorities identified by the P5 are major international undertakings, and I'm very pleased that the United States Department of State has supported many of them. We work closely with the White House, Department of Energy, and NSF to modernize our relationship with CERN and advance the High Luminosity Large Hadron Collider. We signed agreements first with CERN in the UK and then with major players to advance the long baseline neutrino facility and deep underground neutrino experiment. And more recently, we have joined with DOE to advocate for the development of the International Linear Collider in Japan. And from our perspective, this is really a model of how the US government should work and interagency cooperation. So I have to thank Chris for all the good cooperation that we have there. This field provides the United States with unprecedented opportunities. The pursuit of new physics has the potential to alter the way we live and work. This is why we support the advancement of physics infrastructure in countries that share values of transparency, openness, reciprocity, and merit-based competition. And this is so important, and I can't overemphasize it. Adherence to these principles is so important. As Dr. Rolf Dieter Hoyer said at the CERN's 60th anniversary at the United Nations, can we imagine today the world if CERN had chosen to treat the World Wide Web as licensed intellectual property? In the same spirit, would the United States have maintained a trusted relationship in physics with our allies if we chose to promote a one-sided exchange of people and knowledge? And would it be acceptable for a country to classify and hide a portion of research produced in one of its fundamental research facilities to the detriment of the broader scientific community? The openness of the community makes this knowledge available for countries that do not share our values. Nothing is stopping those actors from failing to abide by the principles other than the scale and expense required to do these experiments. The ILC has provided us with such a platform. I understand we have technology to build it today. The ILC has been recognized by both the P5 and the European Strategy for Particle Physics as one of the most promising facilities for pushing the boundaries of physics. We support the decision to move the ILC efforts forward through the ILC International Development Team, and will continue to work to educate government partners about the value of this facility. We look forward to coordinating with the government of Japan to advance this facility. From ITER, we know that any such facility must be professionally organized. The ILC needs to be in a position to succeed from the very beginning. International projects are subject to enormous scrutiny. We need to make sure that any project is supported by competent governance. In short, the State Department is here to help. We know the importance of your work. We appreciate its role in the world. And we maintain an interest in ensuring that science is conducted in a way that upholds our values. In this regard, your field is an exemplar for others to follow. Thank you. I hope you have a productive week, and I look forward to hearing more about the outcomes of your discussions.